We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he stopped immediately there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He's brought down 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. Looking deep for Bennett. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bengals 0. Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And that one falls incomplete. Trying to dump it underneath. Now second down.
Intended for his running.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
7, the ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 and now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To the sideline.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
10 at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
24-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And again this time to the tailback. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Marquise Brown In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Bengals 10, Dolphins 9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Sacked by Brian Burns.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man on the out route. Good. We're up 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 36-yard line.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to number 83. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
Makes the score Bengals
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or maybe just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Two and now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
A A gain of 22 yards. First down, Bengals.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, it's Hampton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 4-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. 11 yards there. First down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Tua gets this one into the hands of Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Tagovailoa. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Bennett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches at the 49-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Let's see.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
That's all you got.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell me.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now in desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for number 82. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Bennett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Miami, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.